Hey y'all, Ike here again, Backwoods Badass, you know, your standard market son bitch. Buddy of mine that subscribes to my channel, he watched some of my more recent videos and he says, man, he says, I know you bitch a lot in your videos, he says, but you don't normally get real political. And, you know, he was right, so I got to thinking about it. I probably need to get back to basics, making fun of Ryan Upchurch and shit like that. But I want to tell y'all a story about what happened to me the other day. I live in rural America, very rural America. And the town I live in has a prison in it. There are probably more persons incarcerated in that prison than live in the entire town. And I was at the dollar store. I like the dollar store. The people that work at this particular dollar store are very polite people. They're my neighbors. They're part of my community. Well, I'm standing there in line, and there's this young 22-year-old kid somewhere in that neighborhood. He looked like he was a career welfare recipient to me. Almost dynasty welfare. You know the type I'm talking about, the kind of motherfucker that's never even bothered to clock in, tired already. And he was in there with his Grammy, trying to get her to give him money to buy cigarettes while she was buying shit on an EBT card. Well, they got done with their purchase, and they went out to the parking lot, and he's still standing out there arguing. I bought my beer and asked the lady, I says, hey, can I get a big bag of ice? She says, yeah, it'll be a minute because I got to take care of the customers behind you. I says, that's no problem. I says, I'll take my stuff out to the truck, and I'll be outside waiting for you. Well, I took my stuff out to the truck, dumped my beer in the cooler. Beer I paid for with a full-time job, by the way. Sometimes this young lady forgets that she's supposed to do stuff, so I went walking back in to make sure that she hadn't forgot me. And this little tweaky punk, who struck me as maybe he might be a part-time chemistry major, comes walking back out with his cigarettes. He rips the cellophane and the little foil thing out of the pack, throws it on the fucking ground right next to the goddamn garbage can. I mean directly next to it. Well, I walk up there, I pick shit up for him, I hold it up and I point at it, and then I throw it in the garbage bag for him and I go, you're welcome. See, at this point, this punk had two choices. He could have A, kept his mouth shut and just left, which was the safe choice, or B, he could have said, I'm so sorry about that, man, I appreciate you picking that up for me. But instead, he decided to be what in the internet world is called a keyboard tough guy. Well, I'm going to call this food stamp prodigy a drive-away tough guy. Because he got in his car, put it in reverse, gave me the finger, cast some aspersions against my ancestry, and told me he was going to whip my ass. So I turned around, I says, that's cool, bro. I ain't doing nothing else right now anyhow. And he sped out of the parking lot. Well, here comes the problem. Like I mentioned, it's a small town. 4 days later, same dollar store, back buying beer and ice again. Guess who's standing in line in front of me? None other than drive-away tough guy. Wearing the same fucking clothes he was wearing 4 days ago. I don't know about you all, but I don't do my damn laundry that often. And I walked up and stood behind him. I kept my 6-foot social distance. He turned around and seen me, and he recognized me. Rather than be an asshole and just beat the shit out of him like he asked for, I smiled at him and I pointed out. Sucks to live in a small town, doesn't it? He got real nervous and left his purchases sitting in the shopping cart and never bought anything, got in his car and drove away. So let this be a lesson to all you pseudo-tough guys. You're going to run your mouth, somebody's going to close it for you one day. Remember, I'm Ike the Backwoods Badass, standard American son of a bitch. Subscribe, comment. If you'd like to see me bitch about something else, write it in the comments. If you want to be a keyboard tough guy and give me shit, write it in the comments.